Hello everyone and welcome to the Lettered Classroom. My name is Bridget Spackman. I'm a multi-age teacher in Central Pennsylvania, and I am a sponsored Flexpath student at Capella University. One of the biggest questions I get asked is how do you manage to stay on track with your courses in a self-paced format? And so in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 different tips that I have for you so that if you are considering Flexpath with Capella, then you have a really good idea of how you can manage staying on track and graduating when you are planning to graduate. So my first tip that I have for you is to keep auto enrollment on. This is a feature that when you're looking at your academic plan and it has all of the courses that you're going to be taking for your program, it will automatically enroll you into the next course. So as soon as I finish a class and I mark it as completed, it will enroll me automatically into the next class that is available on my academic plan. This is really nice because it does keep a really nice flow and ensures that the target dates are being hit when I need to hit them. And it also ensures that there's no enrollment gap and it won't affect any of the financial aid if you have financial aid that you're needing to consider when taking your classes. So keep auto enrollment on. You do have the ability to be able to turn this off, but I highly recommend to ensure that you're continuously working towards that big goal of getting the degree when you want to get it. Have it on so that you're not having those huge gaps. The second tip that I have for you is to connect with your Flexpath coach in order to determine what electives you are going to be taking. This is a really nice feature because with your Flexpath coach, you can get a really holistic view of exactly what your goals are going to be and what you want to be able to get out of your program. So for me, I really wanted to focus a lot on curriculum. I wanted to focus more on personalized learning. So when I was going through and selecting some of my electives, I ensured that I was picking those specific ones that were really going to help me grow as a professional and to continue working towards being better inside of the classroom. And the last one is going to be a tip that is a little bit more obvious, but it is something that so many of us need to hear over and over and over again. Because Flexpath is a self-paced format, we need to ensure that we're holding ourselves accountable when it comes to our target dates. So instead of continuously pushing that date back, you have to hold yourself accountable to make sure that you're meeting the goals that you are setting for yourself and continuously working towards that bigger goal of getting that degree at the very end of it. So find ways to hold yourself accountable. One of the things that you really have to consider is be reasonable with when you're setting your target date. If you're trying to set a good target date within 3 or 4 days, that may not be reasonable depending on your lifestyle. I know for me, I have kids, I have a husband, I have a full-time job, I have a second full-time job. So there are so many different moving parts in my life. And so for me to say, yep, I'm going to get a course done in 3 days, that may not be reasonable for me. Really look at your lifestyle. What are some of the things that you have going on around you right now, and be reasonable when it comes to setting those target dates. Because when you are reasonable and you really think about when you're setting it and when you're going to try to complete it, you are going to be more likely to complete that coursework by the target date that you set. So be reasonable in when you are setting out your target dates. Another thing that is really helpful when it comes to holding yourself accountable is to set up a schedule. And this is something that I talk about so many times, but set up a schedule. You may have certain days where you complete readings. You may have another day where you'll complete all of your outlines, and then another day where you do your writing. And so set some of a strict schedule for when exactly you are going to be working, and set time frames as well with this schedule. So not only on days that you're going to be working, but set the hours. So if you know that you're going to need about 2 hours to do some readings, set that 2-hour time frame, put it in your calendar so that you can stick to it, and do not push it back. Hold yourself accountable. You can even give yourself a really good sweet treat at the very end of it, whether it be something that you want to do food-wise. Food is always a motivation for me, or you can take yourself and go and grab a new shirt that you've been wanting. Whatever it may be, hold yourself accountable, but also reward yourself at the end for doing a great job and sticking to it. So that is it, guys. Those are going to be my 3 tips. I really hope that these tips encourage you and motivate you and give you a better idea if you're somebody who's looking into Capella and Flexpath and whether this is going to be the right format for you. I definitely think that this has been something that has been truly rewarding for me. I have really enjoyed the classes overall. And so if you have any other questions, I'm going to leave some links down in the description box that are really going to help kind of guide you to gaining more information on this format. But if you have questions for me, feel free to put them into the comment box and I will be happy to answer those for you. So thank you all so much for joining me on this update, and I will see you all next month. My name is Bridget Speckman and I am a sponsored Flexpath student at Capella University. Bye!